Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? Let's look at March. Let's look at March specifically for the zodiac sign of Gemini, but it could be Gemini anywhere in your chart, as well as those who usually vibe with a Gemini reading. It really doesn't make that much difference. We're all in this together, and if you don't get insight of yourself regarding yourself, you might get insight into someone else's behavior these days. So we're going to look at Gemini though, and this tracks so much so well so early on. Six of Cups, the soulmate energy on the bottom. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. It's been a minute since the Emperor has come to play with us. It has been a minute. In this deck and in other decks, in basically the other readings. There's a whole lot of fire to this, even though our fire cards, our Three of Wands and our Knight of Wands, are relatively low on the totem pole of the suit itself. There's a whole lot of fire going on. There's a whole lot of passion going on. I'm getting there's multiple Gemini, multiple people interested in you right now. That doesn't surprise me. There usually are. If you're Gemini in any way, there's usually multiple people in your orbit. I'm getting some hesitancy. Let's see. What are we going to use to... I think I want to use the little animal deck to figure this out. These cards are wanky today. Oh my goodness. I am not loving the energy from the Emperor right now, Gemini, but I am from the King of Pentacles. I'm loving where you are right now, but I'm not sure that loving where you are, but I'm not sure that the energy coming into March and maybe finishing out March. So like coming in maybe second week and then really finishing out strong in March, I'm not liking it. I don't know if somebody's coming back. It feels like a return. Somebody's got some really smart ideas though, and I'm being sarcastic about smart ideas. Ace of Swords, Mother of Cups. The Queen of Cups is on the bottom. Could be Mother of Cups. Hermit. 10 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. It's like, I feel this is you in a way, but I don't know why it feels like there's so much jealousy. The King of Cups can be emotional. And as we're transiting, we're not transiting, as we're going direct with Mars right now in Cancer, that King of Cups is being very emotional. And I'm not seeing it as a love emotion. I think, Gemini, somebody has been biding their time. This is such a weird reading for me. No. Okay, baby. I hope I can cut that out, but my dog just went after my cat. This is such a weird energy because No, I normally do not get this for Gemini, but it really feels like there is someone biding their time and coming up with a way to outsmart you, outthink you, out-resource you, because there's a lot of jealousy and there's a lot of like there's a lot of emotion. And I think it could be this, okay? I'm just saying for some of you it could be this. You know, sometimes people who really, really like you, love you, have a soul connection with you, are like obsessed with you in even a sexual way. They can't follow through on their instincts and urges for whatever reason. Really great reason being is you're not into them, right? And so they're stuck with this feeling, and it toxifies sometimes and becomes bitterness, and then they're jealous of you. I see this a lot with I won't necessarily say feminine energies, but with females in a masculine energy sometimes. But anyway, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You've But it is what it is. Like, there's nothing you can do about this energy at all. But just to be aware of it, there's some scheming, there's some plotting against you. Could be an ex, but most likely it's someone in your social circle or in your work circle. It makes me get out of breath. All right, y'all. 3 of Wands. Why is it here? So far, March looks pretty spicy. Pretty spicy indeed. Right off the top, you've got this person who's feeling too much. Like, come on, what is this? Is this Drake? Are you connected to Drake somehow? It's too much. Come on, grow up. There's a lot of emotion there. For all I know, this person could be 80 years old, but it's like the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old. They're obsessed with you, but that's why they're keeping some secrets and holding on, and also having trouble sharing their emotions and their feelings. But yeah, there's jealousy for sure. All right, why is the 3 of Wands here? Other than her delightful little tattoo stockings, whatever those white things are, I'm really attracted. I'm paying attention to those. I don't know why. It has something to do. This has something to do with a generational. Sometimes the 3 of Cups does for me. With the High Priestess, this has to do with some type of generational karma. Very interesting. It's like, we've got the 8 of Wands, Ace of Swords, but this is not a feedback loop. If anything, this is like sort of a continuation of the energy. Yeah, it's almost like the lightning striking is really getting to me. So it's almost like they're coming in this karma. It's generational karma that maybe, I don't know, did you have a parent who was particularly generous or particularly giving or particularly humble, or like always took the fall for everyone else, or like, I think you've got some heavy generational karma coming to tally the balance with you, and I think it's going to come in fast. That's a lot for that card. But I'm really digging it. I'm really digging it. I'm just going to pull 2 more on this because this is insane. Like, what is this karma going to do? Like I said, very fast, very hot, very swift. I'm not sure why I have nothing on the table that has anything to do with judgment, but it's like the judgment piece of the karma is ancient. Like, and for, ancient is relative, right? Because all the time is happening all the time, but it just feels so old that it's like the judgment has passed. This is part of your spiritual existence that you just haven't owned yet. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you at all? This was something you were always supposed to have. You just didn't get there yet. And now is the time. And of course, now is relative. This reading is timeless. I'm reading for March 2025, but whenever you find this, if it resonates with you, perhaps. Nope, I don't want to pull any more cards on it. I'm pulling for the Knight of Wands now. The universe is very specific, like the rest of the story is in the rest of the story. Okay, great. We've got the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands. No way. I don't know how he ended up reversed, but we've got the King of Swords reversed. There is an insecurity that is making someone act a fool, and they might just spill some secrets. They might not, though. I have a feeling they will not. What's under this? 8 broken cups. They want to tell you how you really make them feel. There's a person out there who's lost their confidence, their mojo, who has deep, deep insecurities, and they have been able to sort of push through and fake it till they make it. And for a while there, when they were with you, they actually believed it. They actually felt like they could be the person that they were supposed to be. And they fucked it up, and there's a lot of deception. There's a lot of secrets, like a dump full, like a municipal dump full of secrets. But that being said, it's a matter of perspective. And I don't think that the secrets are that big a deal. Either that or you already know the secrets. Like, do you already know who I'm talking about? And you already know at least most of the secrets that they haven't told you, but you know? Well, they could be coming in. I think they're working up the nerve. They're very insecure about what your response might be. But I think they're going to try to act like it's not a big deal, even though they think it's a big deal, even though it's not really a big deal. Does that make sense? So they're going to come in acting like it's not a big deal, when deep down they think it has been the most horrible thing in the world, and they have all these secrets from you, but you already know all the secrets. You see what I'm saying? It's a bit messy. Meanwhile, they are absolutely killing themselves over this. And gosh, my word choice is pretty dark, but I think there's a lot of self-sabotaging here. Let's not forget that with that Mars going direct in Cancer, we can get angry at ourselves too. But in this energy, it often sort of flips, and it won't be, you won't actively take it out on yourself. If you're mad at yourself, you'll take it out on other people. So this has a potential of busting up a lot of other ties for this person, whether it be family connections or friendships, because of the mess that they're being right now, and the guard that they're putting up, and the aggression that they're showing, which is really, they're just projecting it. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. There's a lot happening, because this is a different energy than this. Of course, I told you in the opening that we had a lot of, you have multiple persons around you, stuck to you, glued to you, part of that echo consciousness we talk about. All right, why is the King of Pentacles here? And then this dude. Okay, King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, bottom. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, the Fool. This is super complicated, because like there's always layers to things, right? This isn't, again, like I say sometimes, this isn't 5 different chapters in a book. This is 5 different books. You need to focus on your relationships with others. You do. There is a potential to, there's a potential to work together on something, but I think you're going to have to be the bigger person. And I mean like much, much, much bigger person. There may have been things that's really pissed you off in the last, let's say 4 months or so, have really knocked your socks off, with how insensitive people can be, how greedy they can be, how fast they can jump to conclusions, how flippant, how passive aggressive, and you're just done with it. You are sick of people right now. I get it. I totally get it. And you want to just sit back with your dog in front of a fireplace and chill out with a glass of wine and your pentacles. I get it. But the universe has other plans. And the universe wants you to grow through this energetic space that we're in now. This is your opportunity to do that. As much as you have found challenging, as petty and stupid and insecure as you find other people to be, Gemini, you have to be the bigger person right now, 100,000%. If you go in and you're the bigger person and it doesn't quite cut it, and you still think they're crazy and they're still mad at you, and it's still a toxic mess with family or with work or with whatever, then you're kind of at fault. Like, you have to be the bigger person, Gemini, period. So if you come in and it doesn't work, come in the next day and be an even bigger person. And I think there's real potential if you do that. There's real potential to create something that actually feels right to you. Will they still be idiots? Yes. Sorry. Will they still be passive aggressive? Can you help everyone? No. But you might just create something that's feels good to you. And that's the whole point. Like, that's the whole point. All right. The big payout with this energy and being the bigger person and coming to a point of collaboration that feels good with you is that you learn a lesson out of it. They might as well. But the important part is that you learn a lesson in it, and you see yourself a different way, and you're able to start over energetically and manifesting the things that you want. It's not really a test from the universe. It's just it's a trial. It's a storm, basically. You've got to be the one who pulls everybody off the bow of the boat as the ship's going down in the storm. I know, it's no fun, but sometimes you just got to do it. But don't do it out of fear. Do it out of, this is the next step, and you get to start over in a better place. Okay, Emperor, why is this future energy of the Emperor here? What the hell is he doing here already? Oh my gosh. Okay, got the Knight of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the World. Yeah, so this is more feedbacking off of this than it is this, but I think it's in the energy. It's like Gemini, did you close up shop? Did you put a do not disturb tag on your door? Like, I feel like the energies around you sort of all get the hint that they've missed their chance and that it's over. It's the end. And they're like, what do you have to show for it? Beautiful memories. And that's it. Like, that's how they're feeling right now. Lonesome, forlorn, brokenhearted, and like they probably didn't give enough or tell you enough of what you needed to hear, and now it's over. And that's a pretty common feeling towards you in March. And a lot of March has to do with relationships, so that's not surprising to me, and that's usually what I pull on anyway. But this feels a little different. I'm not sure that you even want these energies to come in, or if you want something new, right? I'm not sure. It feels like you're sort of over it too. Like they're reading it as it's over, and you're like, yes, it is. But then, it's also like, well, then why are you watching tarot? I mean, to be honest, like, oh, so there's a little bit of holding back there. And maybe that's why this sort of ancestral karma is coming forward too, is to let loose of that little bit of extra feeling. Hey, and I don't mind. I wouldn't mind at all if nobody watched any tarot. Really. I mean, all the memes and all the jokes about, somebody's bad news if you have to ask about them with a tarot reader, right? Like, oh my gosh, I love Daniel, but I don't know why he's not responding. I need to go talk to a tarot reader. Do ya? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of nuance and there's a lot of things that we don't understand. And so the tarot helps us understand and put a perspective on these other energies. And if we're able to understand the other energies, hopefully we're able to go on a journey of self-discovery. And that's what tarot is about to me. And so when I pull a reading like this, where there are 5 individual cards that read as 5 different books, and you're showing up really just in one of them, and then the outside energies, including this ancestral karmic nonsense, I mean that in a good way, but this ancestral karmic stuff, it's like, whoa, Gemini, that's a lot of information, so let's just narrow it down. All right, so universe, let's go ahead and narrow that down. I'm going to get the big animal deck. What does Gemini have to worry about? What's up with March, dudes? What is up with March? I only want to hear about Gemini. I don't want to hear about anybody around her, any of this echo consciousness, her, him, them. I tend to get a little personal with Gemini because reasons. There's reasons. These cards feel very, it's almost like they feel very passive. like that, like a 2-year-old, like, I'm not going to tell you. Just kind of silly, like not to the crying stage yet, but just like you ask a little 2-year-old to say please or something, and they're like, no, I'm not going to say it. It's like frustrating. Walking away from 8 broken cups. Well, my dear Gemini, I thank the universe for that clarification, because what matters most to you as you have these energies swirling around you, as you have these people going into crisis mode around you, as you have, karmic debt being collected, is that you are deliberate, is that you are taking care and being intentional, that you're not jumping to conclusions, that you're not fiery, that you're not taking advantage of this heavy Mars in Cancer, that you're just easy breezy and focused on the end game, like focused on what matters to you and making choices in that direction and not worrying about any of this, not worrying about anything else other than, so the litmus test that you need to have many decisions every day. From what they say, potentially up to 30,000 decisions every day that we make. From when we get up to how we tie our shoes to how we brush our teeth, 30,000 decisions every day. So, of those decisions, be intentional. And when there's a deliberation, make the choice toward what is best for you, period. Not best for anyone else, not even the collective at this point, because I think you're in your groove. So if you make choices that are the best for yourself, they're going to be best for the collective. All right, that's your reading. Remember that there are no readings that come out of a vacuum, so every reading is influenced by the reader and the time in which they're pulled. Thanks, guys.